Today we're going to show you how you can identify fake resealed Tazos, just like all these that I got down here. Stay tuned. Alright guys, now I bring you this video because I recently purchased a bunch of Tazos off someone, and I'm not going to name who it is, but I got a bunch of them, and majority of them, all this pile right here, are fake reseals, or like, you know, like I'll show you, I'll go through each one and all that. And so this is a time sensitive kind of thing because I got to send it all back to him. And then there's other ones which aren't, and I just want to show you, it gave me an idea that I've been thinking about it for a while. I want to show you how you can identify this so that when you buy your Tazos and you get them, that you're not, you know, having a resealed fake Tazo in your collection. And I would hate for that, because that would be the worst thing ever, is to be like, hey, look, I've got an amazing set, full set, and then someone's like, actually, that one's a reseal, and then you're like, wow, I didn't even know. I've had it for so long. I traded it and all that kind of stuff. So we can organize. As soon as you receive something in the mail, you should always look at the seals, any sealed stuff, face down or face up. And then, yeah, if it's resealed, organize to get your money back and a refund ASAP. With this lot, I paid a decent amount for all these, because I needed some of them, but it is what it is. I'm returning all of them, even though there's a whole bunch. Like all these ones are legit seals. It's just not worth it, the money that I paid for these ones, and I'll show you the ones. So first off, what is DBZ Tazo seals? Like what ones are there, etc. So I'm going to put some photos up on the screen. There are 3 types of seals, and I'm going to go through on the video, but yeah, here's the 3 types, and now let's get into the details. So number 1, I like to call the crinkle cut. Crinkle cut, it's, you know, you got this crinkle cut like that, followed by a couple lines, like as in this one probably doesn't do justice of how it shows. Oh, there it is, that one. That's easier to show. So it's like a couple little lines there, the crimp it and crinkle cut on both ends. Never ever is it straight one end and crinkle cut the other or anything like that. It's always, I've found every single one has always been crinkle cut top, crinkle cut bottom, and generally the same kind of seal like that on all of them. Okay, and that goes for these, like all series 1, 2, and 3. All of these, I have examples. I don't have them with me now, but I will look into them, and if I do find them, I'll put the photos on the screen. Okay, anyway, so that is the crinkle cut. Number 2, we've got the straight cut, like just straight up cut, and it's, if you notice, it's got the similar cut, similar crimp as the other one. You see, it's a very similar. But anyway, that's a straight one, and it's on the top and the bottom, and straight cut. And then also, as you can see, it's also got like crimps along here and all that kind of thing. But anyway, so they're straight cut. Then the third one, which it took me a while to figure out, this one was a legit one, and I will include a video of me actually figuring out how that is, but for now we're just going to stick to it. It's a little stamp. It's kind of like square little things. Not too sure how to describe this one. I don't like this cut personally, but it is out there and it is a legit one. So this is a face down one. And so as you can see, you've got like the little rolly stamp kind of thing going there, and then look at this one. That's like the normal crimp, and that's the normal crimp. And usually they're all kind of like the same. You know, you got to think of the cards and then the actual size of the things. Generally, you know, these ones are long. I don't know, what's another example? Oh, I don't think I have many there, but I do have them here. Hold on one second. Yeah. So these ones generally, I think they're a little bit longer. But yeah, there's a couple of them there. And then these ones are a little bit shorter-ish. So they're about that kind of thing. Always compare them to the ones that you've got, because if it's shorter, or it looks relatively small, like shorter, like it's kind of like there or something, it's been resealed. You should always generally have this gap in between in all things. Generally speaking, there's always a little gap. Like you push this all the way to the end, there's always a little gap in between all of them. Hopefully I'm not messing them up. And yeah, there's like the Series 2 one, the little gap as well. And speaking of this Series 2 and this one, they have, as you can see, it is that kind of crimp thing on the seal this way. But so it has the normal one, the second cut, the second straight cut, and then the seal going this way. And then you've got that going down there. So these ones are legit. That it looks a little bit dodgy, but I've seen these in multiple different things, and I got multiple. Look, this one too. These ones are legit. So if you see them, don't stress. It's all good. You can have, look, this one here, it's got that one, and then it's got that kind of seal. This one here, generally that one and that one, but you can get the other way. This one here's got the same, just a normal one kind of thing. But yeah, so they're the different types of seals. So now let's get into how to identify that you've actually been scammed, or duped in a way. Whether they know it or not, either way, you've been scammed. So here, this one, an obvious one to me. Look, this is what I do when I get the Tazos. I look at it, I'm like, okay, look at the bottom seal. Okay, there's the bottom seal or whatever, like one of the seals. That looks like the bottom of this seal. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, then you flip it over to the top and look at the difference, just the difference between this. These, nothing dodgy, shady going on there. And then look at this one. Like, it is trash. It is trash, and it's actually been like resealed, and it's got like a little hole here and all this kind of stuff. So no good. That's a reseal, and that's a sought after one. Like people want them. So they're hard to find, and then you see that hey, it's actually been resealed, and compared to it's rare to see, but it is possible because there is one in here, like a face down one that's pre-sealed, but it does happen. People, for some reason, I don't know why it happens, but it happens. And the same with this one. So we got, the bottom seal looking like that, top seal looking a little bit sketchy. You've got a little bit here, you've got this little bit here that's open sealed, and then you've also got, it's just something's going on with it. You can see like on the back it's open. It's like it's open along here. But anyway, anything dodgy with the seal, do not trust it at all. 100%. Just, it's insane. So this one here, I needed this one for my set. This one really hard to find. Again, we've got the normal crimp, and then on that part, can you see it's got like a different pattern of crimp going over the seal that should be there. So that's it. Fake. This one here, legit-ish on there, a little bit bent, and then this corner, look, it's actually opened up a bit, so it's like being kind of thing. By the way, these are all heat crimped. So if you ever see any kind of glue like this, I'll put a photo and I'll link to my scammed a cautionary tale on the Ebs Hassan or whatever his name is. That dude that is on the scam list. If you have a look in DBZ Tazos Australia, I made a new scam list thing, and anyone, if you provide details that like sufficient, conclusive evidence that someone is scammed, they'll be added to the list in the DBZ Tazos. So just if you deal with them, then you're on your own and you've been warned. But it's just to help people out, just so thing, because he as just watch the video, you know what I mean. Anyway, so that one, another one, and that's another sought after one too. This one here, it's not even sought after, but I'm pretty sure he told me that this one was open. So this one's just open a little bit. I don't think it's actually been fully opened because it's kind of, I don't think it's fully open. But anyway, it's opened, so it's not sealed. Factory sealed. This one here, we got that end, and then this end again. You just look, there's like some dodginess going on here. To me, I just don't trust this one. I see this little part, and I see that's all good. But something along here, it seems sketchy that it's kind of like folded. It's hard to focus, but that little fold, it just doesn't seem like it should be there. So it's another one. This one here was loose, and I was like, oh, what's going on with that? Like, why is it loose? He said, yeah, it's legit. No, it's not legit. There's no way. But I guess If he didn't know, he didn't know, and benefit of the doubt, fair enough, but that's not okay. That's resealed. This one here again, you got this dodginess going on here, and I think maybe this was the bottom. I'm not too sure about this one actually, or maybe it's just folded wrong. But yeah, it just seems a little bit sketchy, that one. This one here again, this brings up a good point. So there is very rare occasions that you ever find a Tazo like a Series 2 like this with the backing. You've got the white back, and then you've got, you know, it can be red, it can be blue. I don't think there's any other colors, but very rarely will you ever see a legit seal like this. And I've seen there's a Series 1. There's one on eBay. It's a third form freezer, and it's graded by CGA just raw, and apparently that is legit seal or whatever, but I haven't really looked at the seal, but it's been graded by CGA, so I'm assuming it is a legit thing. But yeah, very rarely is this actually a legit thing. Just like these Series 3, I still have yet to find. I've bought a couple that were meant to be, you know, they're meant to be face up of these ones, but very rarely, I've never seen one in person. People claim, hey, I've got one sealed face up of the holographic ones. If you've got one, send me photos. Message me on DBZ Tazos Australia and send me your legit photos, or even send it in to me, and I want to have a look at it. But anyway, yeah, I feel like they're always face down, them ones, and with the very odd occasion that they'll be sealed face up legit, just by the process of how they make them. Yeah, so this one here, I was already a little bit skeptical because I was like, well, there's a small chance that, you know, it actually is legit. But if you can see, this is a seal. I'm a little bit rambling on here, but I have to get this point across to you guys. So you see the crimp at the top, and then here is like clear, and then on here you've got the crimp at the top, and then underneath you've got that kind of like checkety kind of weird, it's a crimp. It's been crimped across there, but not on the seal, just below the seal. So this one generally, like as in, I did buy a lot and a while ago, and it had all these Tazos, and they were Series 1, and they were like crimped, they were like this, they were like that. That's the size of them, and I was like, that's weird in the crimp. And then I compared them to the size. The crimp looked dodgy as anyway, but the size just wasn't there. So this one is legit in the size, but they just crimped it in the worst place. But anyway, and that's a legit one, by the way. This one here, the cooler. So anyway, so another one. This one here, again, you've got some dodginess going on. This one here is open, so this one is a face down. This is the one where I was like, this is crazy. Why is this one resealed? Or maybe it's not. There was something sketchy about this one. I'm not too sure why it was put there, but yeah, this one absolutely. And like these ones aren't even like sought after ones. Like these are not thing at all. This one here is a good example, right? So Series 2, right? Just remember the crimps that we've got. Can you see the crimp? You see the crimp, how like thin this one is compared to how thick this one is. This one's like massive. See? That's about normal size. But this side, what's going on there? Why is that so massive? It's because it's been resealed, that's why. Spoiler alert. Anyway, here we got another example of the legit crimp across there. But yeah, then this one, you got the, you know, they shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be smooth on one end of the crimp unless it's been like glued, sticky taped, all that kind of thing, or like even like heated up. It looks like this one's been heated up and just kind of like pressed down or whatever. But yeah, it's unfortunate because they're not even rare. That guy, the EB something, he had a whole bunch of these. That I remember getting so many off him for bugger all back in the day, a couple years ago. All right, this one here, dodgy again. The seal, you got this one, dodgy seal. Plus, I think it's open a little bit. And it's also, that's again with the back, you know, very small amount, that small chance that one's ever going to be legit. This one here. So you got here, you see it's open for some reason there, and not just, yeah, like it's like, and here again with the smoothness. Anyway, once you get an eye for it, you understand. And also, once you find a bad one, like as in once you find a one that is a bad seal, go back through all that purchase, like, you know, the same order, and just literally put your phone light on them and do everything, and just critique the shit out of them even more, you know, because you may have missed it at first sight. I remember I bought some sealed fluoros off a guy, and I bought them on eBay, and I think it was like the last or second last set or whatever that sold on eBay. I bought them for $2,000, all right, a set. And then I was going through them, checking the seals and everything. And I was going through them, and then I seen one dodgy one. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's a bit dodgy, fair enough. And then I went back through all of them, and then I found I think I found 3 in total that were resealed. And one of them had tape, and I could only see it. I only noticed it when I put it in front of my computer screen, like as in I had my monitor there, and I was holding it up just trying to look at it, and it just like had this weird line going through here, and I was like, what the hell was that? And like I grabbed my phone, I was looking, and it was a certain angle, and it was literally like a piece of tape going from here to here, just the smallest amount, perfectly. Like it was, I don't know if I got a photo, but it was a couple years ago, but it was definitely crazy. Anyway, this one here is the broken / whatever. This one here again, you've got the dodginess of that little seal. You've got that seal thing going on at the top. Here, again, with the dodginess. There, it's always one. Like, you know, no one ever does both sides dodgy. It's always just one, because this one here would be the legit one. You're like, just keep it and I'll open it from the other end. And then how are we going to seal it back up? Yeah, all right, that's how we do it. We do it with that shitty little dodgy. Like, they're the same things. This one here has been burnt. That's what happens when you put heat against them, trying to seal them. So you got all them. And that is all, I think. Or maybe last one. Oh, no. Yeah, that's it. And that is all of the fake ones, the resealed ones. Just be careful, guys. It's definitely good if you have someone like this buyer, this seller. When I messaged him, he gave me my money back instantly. I haven't even sent them back. Obviously, I'm making a video about it. I've already got all my money. I spent $520 on all of these, and I already got all my money back. And now all I have to do, he's trusting that I'm going to post it. So if it is something that you sell and then all that kind of thing, I wouldn't just give the money straight away. I would wait to get your Tazos back and then issue the refund as per the steps, you know. But this guy, I'm assuming he must, you know, he trusts me, all that kind of thing. So that's on him. I'm not going to scam you or anything. I'm just saying, don't trust just strangers. Always do. Also, speaking of that, always do PayPal, friends and not friends and family. Always goods and services on PayPal if you're selling, and meeting in person, cash, whatever, that kind of thing. Don't ever do bank transfer. Don't ever do Pay ID. It's a scam. Like you can get scammed. You may get it legit. It may be a legit person, but unless you're willing to lose that money, don't do it. So I've done it a couple times, and I've messed up and learn from my mistakes, or don't and do them, then you'll learn. Okay. Anyway, this has been JoJo from WayBack Warrior. If you like this content and you want some more, you want to see more and have a look at my other videos, I'll leave a video here, just a random video. And until next time, I'll see you then. Ciao, ciao, guys. Bye.